like I'm Brady. The title is mine. If you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jags and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go for
No more distractions. It's time to get this one started as here we go. Super Bowl 61 is underway. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Here's the Jaguars offense for the first time with Gardner Minshew, a Washington State product, leading the way.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. Off play action, it's Minshew. Going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. But they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire play.
Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So the challenge there does not go their way. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew under pressure, and they got to him again. Like a freight train there, Derek nodding with a sack. They'll make that a second sack here, their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Azeez Ojulari. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. On first down, Bernard. Catch made by Slayton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's a give to Barkley. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone.
Touchdown! With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Giants are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you?
They start on the ground with Robinson here. Robinson, a first down and then some. And finally down at the 32-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 60 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Out of the gun is Minshew. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin. They get the field goal to drive a big push. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Bernard. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw again. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. It's caught by Bryant. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
That's a nice job there knowing what his options are. He's out of the pocket to his left. And I thought maybe he'd think about running with this one, but he uses his vision instead. Finds his man on the left sideline, and they convert on 3rd down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw. Bernard. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley taking it in from. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Escapes the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Azeez Ojulari in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game. Meanwhile, for the Giants, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. On the return, Walker. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Giants about set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi. Slow down now. And I like the on 1st and 10, Bernard. Wide open receiver, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Bernard, flush to his right. And some room to run now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the scramble.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. He's at the 40. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they were... Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison and his skills? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. Buying time to his left. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Bernard. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Throwing on first down. Bernard. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devon Hamilton gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Looking to throw on second down. Bernard. Flushed out right. Open man is Chase complete. There'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Off the bootleg. Bernard. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he will have the Giants first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Now a play fake here on first. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up in...
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the 40 now on second down. Minshew. Connection made with Chenault. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Now Minshew. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. He completes it to Tate. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll call it 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the draw, Robinson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 26. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play of this football game. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Minshew, and a dump off here to Robinson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. He will push his way down to about the 14. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Back now on EA Sports. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
To throw on 2nd down. Bernard. That's complete to Chase. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Doug Costin on the tackle.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. It's a huge kick. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now Minshew. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Minshew. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
It's probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And, the stadium clock says 0, but the one on your screen is the one that matters, and the officials say yes, it's a timeout with 1 second left to go and a field goal try forthcoming to potentially send us to overtime. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, This is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. To start their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Here's Minshew. And incomplete on the deep ball. And the Jaguars send out their punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. New York ready to go again offensively. Their defense did its job. All they need is 3. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's got his big tight end here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On the run, it's Barkley. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Back to throw. Bernard. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in their most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.